Hi Libra, and welcome to your mid-monthly reading. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus. However, if you just happen to click on the Mother Teresa channel, welcome. I hope you hear all that you need because you were brought here for a reason. And if you do definitely enjoy what messages come to you today, then do subscribe before you leave because there is more for you. So getting into it, what came up as the signifying energy for Libras, you guys have the Death card. The cruise that hounds you, you have the Seven of Coins that came up. So this is what is potentially keeping you bound at this time, okay? Now what is real about the situation, you have the Ace of Coins energy that came through. But what is wrong or false about the situation, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, where you need more information, you have the Six of Wands that came up. And then finally, by the end of the month, what you can do personally to overcome, or just your final outcome card, right? What came through for you guys was the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Coins. Now, when I was meditating on your energy, what I heard was this decision will make or break you, okay, by the end of the month. Because what is here is transformation, transmutation, a pure opportunity to shape shift, okay? A lot of people, and I always use Drake as my example, but they always like to talk so negatively about him and him wanting to venture out into different genres of music, okay? You can't call someone a culture vulture if they feature the people that they are essentially taking from on a cultural level or learning from on a cultural level, right? So as long as you are giving credit where it's due, there is no harm in you wanting to venture out and kind of redefine who you are, right? And what you do, what you like, your interests are at this phase or stage in your life, right? With this Seven of Coins, because insanity is really doing the same thing over and over again and hoping, anticipating different results, right? That never happened. So if you've been doing something, especially that has been creative and that you've been doing for at least 7 years, if not for 7 months or 7 weeks, and you're just not noticing any growth in what you're doing, then maybe it's time to change it, right? The appearance of it. What is your mission statement? What is the real key goal behind what it is that you're doing? What services do you also provide? Which is coming up as far as where you need more information. The 6th house, how you can be of service, not only to self, but to other people, because we are here to live for Christ, or like be that example of Christ by way in which we serve other people. You know what I mean? So it's looking at all of these elements, right, of self and the extensions of self by way of the products that you have created, right? What it is that you're just producing in work, what it is that you're producing as far as being able to generate income for yourself and these different streams of income for yourself. What remains authentic to you, what kind of needs to be weeded out, right? Because it seems like he's kind of taking care of some types of flowers, right? You can make this be your own personal garden of things that are of importance to you, what the essentials are in your life. But you also have to understand, as you're trying to cultivate and grow things, that other things that are not supposed to be there are also going to try to grow in its place, namely weeds. So you're having to cut those things out that just don't make sense at this point in your life, and again, be open to this transformation and or transmutation of self, because there's an opportunity for immense growth here, for a fresh start. You're replanting, right? Going from old soil into new earth, into a new job, into a new relationship, because the Seven of Coins also speaks about one-on-one partnerships. So that's being evaluated, re-evaluated, okay? Somebody might have to be let go. relationships to some degree are a business. So if the person that you've been in a relationship with isn't doing their job, especially after they gave you their word that they were going to do their part, you can't feel guilty for letting them go and choosing somebody else that is more fitting, right? A better candidate for the job. Just like you wouldn't hire somebody on to be an assistant and then they're up at the front sleep. Like, what are they really doing? How are they being of service to the business? How are they really helping you out? You wouldn't feel bad about it if it was an actual job, having to let them go if you were the hiring manager and in that position of power to do that. So don't feel bad when it comes to friends and family as well that may need to be cut out and cut off, right? Because you have good that is coming here in this coins energy. This is having a whole new mindset here, or just the energy around by the mid-month and going into the end of January that is here for the taking, right? But you can choose not to take it again by the end of the month here. There's a choice that has to be made. You can't sit back and just hope that if you wait long enough, the choice will be made for you. Because what's at stake here is this 10 of coins that's at the bottom of the deck. Okay? There's door number 1 and door number 2. Which door are you going to choose? Which path, which pattern are you going to choose? Which people are you going to have around you? Those that have been around but have been nothing but more than a pain in the ass for you, are those that come in with promise and come in with a game plan. You know, they've shown you the blueprints. They've shown you their market trends, right? And what they've been able to produce. They show you the affection that you need, the quality time that you need in a partnership, that they can be trusted, that they are mature enough to communicate through any issues or conflicts. They seem very well put together. They have a lot going for them. You know, which door are you going through, Libra? Okay, what's wrong about the situation? You've seen it all, you've done it all. You want to put your guard up at this point. You want to believe that it's too good to be true. Okay, you can stay there. That could be one of the 2 doors here. To open your heart up and to allow for love to flow in, or to remain guarded and to shoo everybody away because you don't want to be bothered and you're sick of starting over. Well, that's just life, okay? Everything moves in cycles as the seasons. There's fall, winter, summer, spring, okay? Everything serves a purpose, as do people in your life. So if it hasn't been working out, it was an opportunity for you to look in the mirror as far as these people that are coming into your life, that have manifested into your life during these certain points and periods, right? This 7 years that you've previously been going through before this whole death card came through to put an end to that, okay? They were mirroring back at you things that you still had to work on internally within yourself. You can ask for a lot of things, but then the universe has to send people and things to prepare you for what it is that you have asked for, to make sure that you are actually going to be in alignment with the things that you have asked for, that you can be responsible for what it is that you want. Okay? So I don't know why y'all be all up in your feelings sometimes, but there's a lot of good here, but you have to see it that way with this Queen of Swords. What can also be wrong is that there is somebody like an elder on a professional level, somebody that you have admiration for, that may seem out of reach right now, is trying to play hard to get to some degree. Okay, they just want to see like if it's going to be worth it to invest. So that can also be from a vice versa standpoint. What's happening, there's somebody that you have an interest in that's just not really giving you the time of day. You can't really do anything. I wouldn't wait too long. I mean, great love is worth waiting for, but you really have to know that this person is the one to want to spend time waiting, because it's not promised that they're going to come around in a week, in a month, in a year. Okay, can you wait a decade on this person? Are they worth it? So it's also looking at that. It can also be a maternal figure that is being very hard on you, or has like very high expectations and is putting a lot of pressure on you to perform and to be, right? They see you in their image. But the gag is, you know, you remain in God's image. So continue doing what it is that you know that you're supposed to be doing on a creative, professional level, as far as the service that you bring to other people, right? Are you serving other people? Because as we're getting into the where you need more information, you have this Six of Wands, which is all about service, which is understanding quality more than quantity as well. Okay? But to whom much is given, much is required. So I feel like that is also what is coming up as a major theme here. You guys are you guys are going to be given a lot, right? More than you feel you've ever had before. This is going from, maybe, I don't want to say living paycheck to paycheck, but this is going from having the bare minimum or just having enough to having excess here, right? Potential for that as far as resources is concerned, especially as it concerns money, like monetary resources and rewards. Again, right, you have that there. As long as you're implementing, you're using your knowledge and you're making wise choices and you're thinking more about the future than the present moment, right? Definitely be grateful and be in the present moment, but think ahead as well. So I feel like for some of you guys, that is what is wrong about the situation. You aren't being the visionary that you can be. You're not using your air qualities to your benefit. Okay, definitely get in touch with a Gemini if you have anybody that you know, especially if they are more of like a financial planner, especially if they are just on the, what I want to say, they are higher in hierarchy in the business that you're interested in. Pick their brain, okay? They can teach you a lot of things, but you definitely need to learn, if you don't have that knowledge already, how to have and to sustain a vision, to have longevity. There you go. 15 minutes of fame is cool and all, but you kind of want to be able to have enough to leave a legacy behind for those that are to come up underneath you, or for those to be inspired by your work and to aspire to be somewhat like you in their life when they get older. Does that make sense? So that's what you have to also look at with the Six of Wands. But again, by the end of the month here, buddy, I know it can be overwhelming, sensory overload. It can feel like a lot of pressure having to make a choice, but just make sure that you're making the best choice. And once you make that choice, that you are present with the choice that you have made, okay? That you live it through, no matter which door you choose, okay? And if doors get slammed in your face along the way, also understand that that only means that it wasn't compatible with you, right? It wasn't going where you were going, people included, and that only leaves room for you to go back again to what your mission is and to find another door that you can either kick down or that will open itself effortlessly to you, okay? So just keep that in mind. This month, I'm interested in knowing what this means for you Libras. Definitely let me know in the comment section below, okay? As far as your chakras are concerned, your root chakras here, security, coming up also as a theme, you know what I'm saying? As well as confidence, okay? And being confident in self and what you can give to people, right? As an extension of who you are. Again, getting in touch with your heart chakra, your sacral chakra that is here, and being open to this transformation that is coming in, this deep period of transformation. If it's not a Scorpio that you're getting into a relationship with or considering ending to go into another one with, okay? But that's what's coming through. If what I said did resonate, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Do subscribe for more. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, hit me up at my email, which I will leave here as well as in the description box for you. My readings start out at as low as $10 for a 3-card clarification spread, and then it just goes up exponentially from there, just depending on what it is that you need, okay? But that is that, and until I speak to you guys, do take care of yourselves, okay? Ciao.